Alright, hello there guys, it's Mr. Cool from Yu-Gi-Oh! Forums and Squadron Commander from Team SUP. I'm here, I'm here showing you guys the current deck I'm running for the September 2011 format. They're Gladiator beasts and they're Tigerless, so let's take a look at what I'm running. We have one Bestie, one Murmillo, one Rediari, oh snap, glare, two Hoplimists because I want I want to be able to set that monster and be able to tag out for it later, because especially since that Heavy Storm and 3 MSTs is giving me a lot of backward destruction, so I want to be able to have something to tag my monsters into rather than having to defend my monsters. Alright, 2 Kest. I'm not sure yet about 2 Kest. I might be taking one out because I might be taking out a Chariot because of all that back row hate. 2 Darius, very good for the deck. 2 Laquari, also very good, especially since I see Silver Storm Roach becoming a big problem. So what I can do is attack Darius into something, or attack anything into anything, tag out for Laquari, and then that way I can kind of like stop Steel Storm Roach next turn when I get to attack. So that's all the GB monsters. Now my tech choices for monsters. Granmole, it's just good. It bounces cards back to where they should be, like synchros and stuff. We have Gale to get over, and also allows access to synchros, especially the Blackwing synchros. Like normally with Gale I punch, sync with something for Armor Master, because Armor Master is like hella hard to get over. Now my favorite 2 tech choices, 2 DD Warrior Ladies instead of 2 Thunder Kings. I like DD Warrior Ladies because I'm running 2 Hoplimists, so whenever I set DD Warrior Lady, my opponent attacks into it thinking they can hop over my Hoplimist, but in the end it just gets removed with DD Warrior Lady. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Spells. Alright, now here I run 3 Proving Grounds. I like 3 Proving Grounds because it's like you're running 3 more monsters, except they're not monsters. That way, if your opponent, like you're playing Gravekeepers, your opponent roll tributes first turn, and you have a buttload of these, they're not monsters, but they're like monsters because it searches the deck for them. So it's kind of like it defeats Royal Tribute in a way, because you don't have to discard these, and they're practically monsters, and they thin out your deck. Triple MST. I'm not sure about running triple MST because I'm not sure as to how many decks are going to be running lots of back rows, but just the same, I'm going to be, the main point of my MSTs is to blind MST. Whenever I see one back row and I want to start up a play, I MST that no matter what it is, even if it's a face down MST that I'm guessing. So yeah, just to make sure, you know, just insurance. Double smashing, because we like 1-for-1s. Shrink, just 1 shrink, because I can't get a second lance. You know, lances are really great. Like, let's say my opponent has like a buttload of monsters on the field. I have a set torrential for some reason, or like a dark hole in hand. Summon a monster, activate dark hole, and then chain lance onto my monster so it clears their field. Excellent card. 1 book to stop those sinking plays, dark hole, and reborn, because you guys know what those do. Alright, traps. Now I run 3 War Chariots. Oh snap. 3 War Chariots. Not sure about that yet. I might be taking one out because of all the like I said, back row hate. Yeah, because if I take out one, I'm probably going to take out a Kest, because normally I don't even really draw too much into my War Chariots, and since I'm running a low GB monster count, I think I'm only running like 11, it's kind of, I think I have a problem maintaining GBs on the field when I'm like, you know, when the odds are against me. So once I draw a Chariot, it just becomes instant dead draw. So yeah. double D prisons to stop. You know, D prisons are just good, especially with whatchamacallit. I don't know. It just really depends on how you play, how you can call your bluffs. Because sometimes, like, I bluff real good. So, what I have a set D prison, my opponent might think it's just like some sort of like MST or something, like a Dead War Chariot. But yeah, it just really depends on how you can bluff your opponent. 2 bottomless because I'm poor and don't have warnings. 1 mirror force. Trap dust shoot. Trap dust shoot's gonna be real good in this format, especially when your opponent doesn't have heavy storm. Or, I mean, not when your opponent thinks you're running heavy storm. And opening with it is just excellent. Like instant minus. Torrential. 1 Starlight Road to try to protect my background, my back row. And Solemn Judgment. But yeah. Now the reason why I'm not running Heavy Storm in my spell lineup is because I rely on a lot of my back row. So the key with this is, I think, to just watch how your opponent plays. Try to predict if your opponent has like some sort of Heavy Storm in their hand. Like if my opponent sets a lot of spells and traps, that means it's okay for me to spend like a whole lot of spells and traps, unless it flops on me because they turn out to be like MSTs. Alright, so we're gonna go with the extra deck now. Oh, look at the token. Rocket Warrior token. Alright. 1 Esadari. I should be running 2, but I just can't. It's just impossible to get to. Like, people, I don't come into contact with much people who have Esadaris. Double Geysers, because we like Geysers. Herclinos to lock. Double Chimera deck, Fortress Dragon. Because Cyber Dragon's in the side deck, especially with all these, all these gadget stuff, you know, just boom, drop a Cyber Dragon, contact, and, you know, open up the nuts. Catastor, because we can. Gaia Knight, because we can. Black Rose, because we can. Armor Master, because, like, Armor Master's brilliant. Like, it's just really hard to hop over. Stardust, because we're running Starlight. I should be running more, but occasionally, in the reality, I don't really sing for Stardust that much. Colossal Fighter, and I'm missing 3 cards. 1 should be a Brio, 1 should be an Esadari, and I have 1 more space. I think it's probably going to be, I don't know, random card. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for the extra. Now the side deck, forgot to take that out, because I wasn't planning on showing it, but whatever. Side deck, we have the Crow, Double Veiler, side into D Fissures, because Glad Beast monsters don't really go into the graveyard as often. Nobleman of Cross out for your face downs, because, you know, you can just bring in these guys anywhere. These guys come in, everyone sets cards. 7 tools. We took these out of the main deck because I didn't really see a need after, you know, the fact that your opponent won't probably be setting too much, and if they do, you probably have an MST or something to destroy it with. 2 trap holes. This is mainly in particular for like Gravekeepers or like heroes, because yeah, trap hole just wrecks them, especially GKs. Compulses, and of course Cyber Dragons. Now that's really all it for the deck. So just rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Sooner or later, I actually might be going into whatchamacallit, heroes, hero Glads, like running Prisma Glads, my bad, with Test Tigers. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take out that Chariot and then maybe one to cast. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh, look, my mat. Alright, see you later. Good night. Well, because it's nighttime. Bye.